This is Bates College Squash, perennially one of the strongest small college programs in America. Home to 5 All-Americans and a pair of individual national championships. And this is me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. My name is Aaron Morse, and this is my 4th season covering the squash teams for the Bates Athletics website. In my first year here, I got to cover Ahmed Abdel-Khalek's 2nd national title. It was a lot of fun, but recently I realized something. I'm covering a sport I have never even attempted to play at any level. Maybe it was time to learn. Luckily, junior Graham Bunnell and senior captain Vicky Arjun were more than happy to help. All the Bates squash players help teach the sport to kids at Portland Community Squash, but helping a 31-year-old novice learn squash? That comes with some different challenges.
When you're coaching the youth, when you're coaching the kids down at Portland Community Squash, they're young. They can run all over. They can do the splits. They're limber. They're very flexible.
Yeah, I'm none of that. So Graham and Vicky were in for a challenge, but they were up for it.
Teaching the basics is teaching the basics. Like, regardless of whoever's on court, it's super fun, it's super engaging, and I love doing it. I've been teaching kids for a pretty long time. Actually, I teach at home. It's always really fun because that first pickup of a racket is really where it's really at.
I realized pretty early what my biggest challenge was going to be. The ball simply does not bounce.
You'll see somebody coming off of an hour and 15-minute match looking like they just ran a marathon. It's a lot of running to get to those balls. The ball dies. You need to go get it quickly and then immediately recover to a good tee position.
The tee position is basically the middle of the court. You want to get back there right away after you hit a shot. I had some trouble with that. Okay, I was struggling with most aspects of the sport, but my 2 coaches were still very encouraging.
You pretty much had the bigger things nailed down.
If you're hitting a couple times a day for a couple of weeks, you're really going to get some immediate results from that.
It's just a matter of repetition. So if you wanted to pick up a racket and play with a friend, if you wanted to come back to the courts, obviously Graham and I are more than happy to play with you again.
For the Bobcats, teaching kids and adults about squash is crucial to growing the sport in all communities.
The thing that I love about squash, especially urban squash programs such as the one in Portland, is that it helps to take squash and make it more accessible for people of all socioeconomic levels and statuses. So if you learn to play squash from a young age, that's a great route for you to go on and go to a school such as Bates.
Honestly, it's just kind of the satisfaction that the game is going somewhere. I think that just sort of moving it on from generation to generation. I have a younger sister. I have several other kids who are years younger than me at home, and to sort of pass on my love to the sport to them, I think is the most satisfying part of it all.
So yeah, learning to play squash is a great idea, especially if you're lucky enough to have a Bates squash player as your instructor. Just don't take any tips from yours truly. For Bates Athletics, I'm Aaron Morse.